Hello, lovely YouTube family. Welcome back to Business Society. Would you like to know how the ex-president Donald Trump came to be? Well, today we are talking about the rise and fall of Donald Trump and what exactly went wrong. Whether we like him or not, we can agree that we have all watched him at some point on TV debating or on Twitter where he is mostly active. You're curious? Let's watch the whole video. If you like the content of this video, remember to like, share, subscribe, and hit that notification bell down below. It really helps support the channel, helps us grow, and helps others see this channel and allows us to keep producing and uploading this content. Do let us know in the comments below how you felt about this video. Here we go. Donald John Trump is the 45th and current president of the United States. Before entering politics, he was a businessman and a television personality, starring on his own show called The Celebrity Apprentice. Trump was born at Jamaica Hospital in New York City's Queens Borough on June 14, 1946. The son of Frederick Christ Trump, a Bronx-born real estate developer whose parents were German immigrants from Karlstad, and Mary Ann McLeod Trump, a Scottish housewife from Tong. Trump grew up in the Jamaica Estates neighborhood of Queens and attended the Kew Forest School from kindergarten all throughout 7th grade. At age 13, he was enrolled in the New York Military Academy, a private boarding school, and in 1964, he enrolled at Fordham University. 2 years later, he transferred to the Wharton School of Business at the University of Pennsylvania, graduating in May of 1968 with a BS in economics. The New York Times reported in 1973 and 1976 that he had graduated first in his class at Wharton, but he had never made the school's honor roll. In 2015, Trump's lawyer Michael Cohen threatened Fordham University and the New York Military Academy with legal action if they released Trump's academic records. Yikes. And now for the rise of Donald Trump. Shifting his family's business from residential units in Brooklyn and Queens to glitzy Manhattan projects, Mr. Trump transformed the rundown Commodore Hotel into the Grand Hyatt and erected the most famous Trump property, the 68-story Trump Tower on Fifth Avenue. Other properties bearing the famous name followed: Trump Place, Trump World Tower, Trump International Hotel and Tower, and so on. There are Trump Towers in Mumbai, Istanbul, and the Philippines. And Mr. Trump also developed hotels and casinos, an arm of the business that has led to 4 bankruptcy filings for the businesses, not personal bankruptcy. He also built an empire in the entertainment business. From 1996 until 2015, he was an owner in the Miss Universe, Miss USA, and Miss Teen USA beauty pageants. In 2003, he debuted an NBC reality television show called The Apprentice, in which contestants competed for a shot at a management job within Mr. Trump's organization. He hosted the show for 14 seasons and said in a financial disclosure form that he had been paid a total of $213 million by the network during the show's run. He has written several books and owns a line of merchandise that sells everything from neckties to bottled water. According to Forbes, his net worth is $2.5 billion, and in September, the New York Times reported that despite his perpetrated wealth, Mr. Trump paid just $750 in federal income tax both in 2016 and in his first year in the White House. The president dismissed this report as, quote, fake news. Mr. Trump expressed interest in running for president as early as 1987 and even entered the 2000 race as a Reform Party candidate. After 2008, he became one of the most outspoken members of the birther movement, which questioned whether Barack Obama had been born in the US. Those claims have been thoroughly debunked, and Mr. Obama was born in Hawaii. Mr. Trump finally admitted there was no truth to those claims, although, characteristically, there was no apology. It was not until June 2015 that Mr. Trump formally announced his entrance into the race for the White House. Quote, "We need someone that literally will take this country and make it great again. We can do that," he said in his announcement speech, promising that as a candidate with no need to fundraise, he answered to no special interests and was the perfect outsider candidate. Under the banner, Make America Great Again, Mr. Trump ran a controversial campaign built on promises to strengthen the American economy, build a wall on the border of Mexico and the U.S., and to temporarily ban immigration by Muslims, quote, until our country's representatives can figure out what is going on. Despite massive protests at his campaign events and the best efforts of his Republican rivals Ted Cruz and Marco Rubio, Mr. Trump became the presumptive Republican Party nominee for president after the Indiana primary. Now, Donald Trump started his presidential campaign back in 2016, piggybacking on his popularity as a celebrity, a successful billionaire businessman, and a reality show host in 2003, and by picking up sensitive, volatile, and controversial issues like advocating for stricter immigration laws and building a wall on the Mexican-US border to prevent illegal immigration, bringing back jobs lost to China, etc. He spoke his mind on any issue without verifying the facts and publicly defamed his own party compatriots. His campaign slogan of Make America Great Again, first said by former President Ronald Reagan, a message of both fear and hope resonated among the conservative white American voters, who form the majority of the Republican Party members. The election was won in 2016, but President Trump almost immediately started losing ground due to his rather knee-jerk approach to governance. This is what was capitalized by the Democrats in the 2020 election. Hence, Trump versus Biden is an obvious comparison these days, and it's important too, so as to anticipate the shape of things to come. On the free market, or simply put, capitalism in the context of the USA and its ardent support by the Republican Party manifests in the form of tax cuts and minimal regulation for the industry. At the same time, President Donald Trump is against American corporates outsourcing manufacturing to countries like China to bring back jobs in America. He pledged to create 10 million jobs in 10 months. But this was all talk and no result, even though the economy did come to life over his presidency. President-elect Joseph Biden plans to raise taxes for people having an annual income of over $400,000 and use those tax money for public service, along with raising the federal minimum wage to $15 per hour, which is now at $7.25. And now on the topic of COVID. After Trump's initial attempts to downplay the COVID-19 pandemic, Trump finally put $10 billion towards treatment and vaccine development. The United States withdrew from the World Health Organization, blaming it for colluding with China on true facts about the origin of the coronavirus. Trump never really attempted to fight COVID in a serious manner, and that could be shown with the amount of cases in the United States today. Now, with foreign policy. Trump's biggest weakness, be it his promise to bring down United States troop levels abroad or continuing to invest in the military. While he failed with the North Korean peace deal, he withdrew from the Iran peace deal and stumbled awkwardly by trying to intervene between India and Pakistan. He recently brokered few peace deals in the Middle East between Israel and the United Arab Emirates, Iran, Sudan, termed as the Abraham Accords. Biden has been more cautious on his commitments, though gives an impression of building on whatever good has been achieved by Trump. In conclusion, the unconventional approach to policy and governance led to President Trump's fall, including his love for Twitter. Yet, even as President-elect Biden is preparing for his presidency by appointing various members to his cabinet, Trump continues to baffle the world by alleging widespread voter fraud and still refuses to believe he has lost. Although President-elect Joseph Biden has emerged the clear winner after the confirmation of the majority of 270 electoral votes on 14th of December 2020. The wait and watch game must be played until he takes oath as the 46th President of the United States of America. Now for the fall of Donald Trump. Now Donald Trump is throwing an absolute tantrum. His supporters are blasting that the Democrats #stole the vote on social media. But if everything else wasn't bad enough, the Capitol riots are now his downfall for good. He has filed 4 bankruptcies over his lifetime for a business, with this being the final one where he files for personal bankruptcy. Now with hundreds of billions of dollars of debt coming due for his commercial properties and many of his current clients of the Trump Organization running from Trump and canceling their contract, Trump could be in the free fall of his life. Any thoughts that Donald Trump might have had about capitalizing on his time as president may be out the window. The Trump empire is losing partners and business relationships at a stunning rate. The blowback coming Trump's way since the riots on the Capitol have been non-stop. He was impeached for the second time and kicked off of all social media platforms. His allies are turning on him. Meanwhile, New York City is moving to cancel its contracts with the Trump Organization to operate the Central Park Carousel and the Women's Skating Rink. The PGA bailed out of hosting the 2002 PGA Championship at the Trump Golf Course in Bedminster, New Jersey. Quote, "One person told me that this hurts him the most more than anything. To him, it was almost like the presidency." Melania Trump biographer Mary Jordan told Inside Edition. Jordan continued, quote, "He is isolated, angry, and outright furious." The crisis is also threatening to unravel the prospects for Trump's children, especially Ivanka, who reportedly had dreams of one day becoming America's first female president. Quote, "He told people that he was really running for president to show Ivanka how to do it," Jordan said. "We're also learning that most of the Trumps appear to be following the president's lead and moving to the state of Florida. Ivanka and Jared are reportedly building a new home on Indian Creek Island in Miami. It's nicknamed the Billionaire's Bunker. Donald Trump Jr. and his girlfriend are also reportedly looking for a place in Jupiter, Florida. Tiffany Trump is said to be living at a 5-star hotel in Miami." As for Melania, Jordan said, quote, "It's not a good look for her not to be extending the traditional niceties to the incoming First Lady. Michelle Obama did it for her, and that was a pretty tough election." CNN is quoting a White House official saying that the First Lady is not sad to be leaving the White House, adding that she has been quietly packing up her things even before her husband publicly said Joe Biden would be the next president. So surely, the story of the rise and fall of Donald Trump is now over. Well, that's it for this video, guys. How was the video? Did you like it? If yes, hit the thumbs up button and comment down below your favorite part of this video. Subscribe to the channel and press that bell icon for more videos coming soon. See you guys in the next video, stay safe, and have a great day.